Yeah, here it is, Friday again. Paul's been here for the week. Didn't get an awful lot done. It's his fault.
It's my fault.
Yeah, it's Paul's fault. But
I'm proud of it.
what we did get done, I think I finished. I didn't here. I don't have to bore you with this damn thing anymore because it's done. Look at that. It looks good from that side. And if I turn it over here, whoops, see if I can break it. I don't think it'll break. It looks good from this side. So that's all complete, ready to go back into service. Yay. That was 1 week's work for that. Then now we're starting to cut apart the body a bit, and we cleaned up in here and found some problems. You'll see that later. And then we cleaned up when we started cutting on this side here, took out some of the bad metal and see what has to be done. It's not as bad down the running board as I thought, so it's just this part of the running board and the back part of the running board that has to be replaced. So that's a yay too. There's bends and ripples that have to fix in it, but for the not too bad. And it is a pretty serious Barney Rubble car. Yeah, here we are. So I don't need to bore you with this thing anymore. It's complete. Now I'll just flip it over. I painted this side. I'll let it dry for a minute or two, and then I'll flip it over and I'll show you the finished side, and then I'll paint it and show it to you again. That'll be the end of the subframe as we know it. Yeah, so there it's all complete. Lots of welding on that thing. So I've finished all of it now, and I've drilled a hole here, a hole here, and a hole here. That'll be just so it can drain water out of it and the water won't sit in it. Then I can also put in some rust proofing there later on. See if I can make it so it doesn't get rusty again. Anyhow, I'll paint it up and I'll show it to you then. Yeah, there it is. Now all painted up and ready to go on this side. Shiny and black. So that's all back together, new metal everywhere that it needed it, and hopefully more than it needed. We'll just see how it works out. Should be okay. There, that's the passenger side seat out. It's what's going on here with that light? That's the sun, yeah. The seatbelt is still hooked up, but I'll unhook that. So here, you push the seat all the way back if you can. This one was all rusted up, so I had to spray a whole bunch of WD-40 down there, and then it loosened itself off. Then I sat in it. I couldn't get it to move until I sat in it and pushed it back and forth with my body weight, and then it moved. And then, so there's two bolts in the front here that go through here and over there, and they bolt on right there and there. Then two in the back, one there and one there, and they're Torx bolts, number 40. Torx number 40s gets it out. Now I'll see if I can get that driver's seat to move back and forth a bit and maybe get that one over there. They're more goddamn cat fur than you can shake a stick at in here, but I guess I'll get around that. This side here seems to be not so bad. I can fix that floor. The other side, we'll see. Yeah, here we are. Got the, you're talking Fred Flintstone here on two. I think it's Fred Flintstone up front there too, but I haven't got that far yet. That side's not so bad, so I think that side is resurrectable. This side here is going to take quite a bit of work, but it's got to be this part of the frame right here gives it strength, so I've got to get that so that it's strong across there on all three. Should be 3 layers, so I'll take the outside layer out and check it out. Somehow I got to get the wheels underneath it so I can just put it on stands. I want to get the door open somehow or other so I can get the doors off. That might make life easier. Anyway, but I'll just keep on ticking on it. That's I've got lots to do. Well, Paul and Carolyn are coming tomorrow, so that might be car might be on the back burner for a week. We'll see what happens. There we go. That's all for today. Seats are out, and I think the seats are resurrectable. They don't seem to be in that bad a shape. I'll likely change and put the driver's seat in the passenger side and the passenger seat in the driver's side, and then that might make it the better seat on the driver's side. But we'll just see. There, I'm getting a bit ahead of you guys. what'll I do about that? Here, so this part here is on the back, what holds down the back of the roof, eh? Now, I'll back up here a bit. I pulled out all the carpets. It's fairly self-explanatory. You just find a screw and pull it out, or else pull the carpet out. There it is, all there. Some of it's pretty rotten. Some of it's surprisingly not bad. But we'll figure it out as we go. I still have to get this piece off of here, and that's about it. I think there's a couple of little pieces in around the edge here that I have to get off. So anyway, but the roof is held on by these little bolts here, and it's an 8mm screw on the inside. You have to remove the carpet from here, which is that black piece, the long one right there. Have to remove that. Then you can reach these nuts here with a ratchet. But then the trick is right here. That's a rivet that holds these things here, which is for the snaps for the cover. When you have the roof down, there's supposed to be a cover over it, but I don't have it with this car. Maybe I will one day. So you just drill out the center of that rivet along there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. You just drill out the center of the rivet, and then that'll pull off. It'll pull off, and then when you go and put it all back together, you got to put a new rivet back into it. Then see over there, there's 2 bolts, hold it there, and there's 2 bolts, hold it here. One here, and one down below there. Can you see that? Not very well. Yeah, there it is. You can see mostly my finger, but right in there. So there's 2 bolts, one here and one below it. 1/2 inch, 13mm. Yep, and then the whole assembly should just pop off of there. And I'll save taking apart the roof for another time, whether I decide to take it apart or not. The roof part's all right. The windows need help, and some of the side pieces need help. So we'll take a look at that and see what I can do about it. Yeah, so there, once the roof is disassembled from the back, I think it used to have these things here to hold it all together. Somewhere in the middle there, maybe it was rivets again, who knows. Something holding it together in there. And so once that's all disassembled, then this was riveted onto something right here. There are rivets holding that right there, so that'll be replaced sometime in the future. Then this piece here just clips onto the last bolt over there, and it makes it so it's a tight deal, and that pulls that back automatically. I understand. So it holds rivets. Whoops, sorry. Holds rivets right here. Holds rivets right there. Same on the other side, and on the front somewhere. Oh yeah, and then right here too. It's all broken. So that'll be fixed eventually. So if you pop that up out of that way like that, then it's got this fabric on here, which makes it sort of keep it from flapping around, I imagine. So then when you pop it up like that, then you can get the second bolt out right here, and on the other side, right over there. So I'll get that out of the way and then pull it off. Yeah, there now, it's off, but now I just can't seem to be able to get it to fold up, so I'll just take it over to the other shop and leave it over there in storage. Yeah, then the what do you call these? That's the seat belt thing, and it's on here. There's a bolt. There's this cover on it, and that just snaps off. And then there's a bolt down here, 16mm, whatever. That might be a standard size there somewhere. Yeah, now so got it all. Call it tubbed out, I guess. Everything's out of there. Oh, there's still part of the roof there. I'll have to take that over to the other side. Anyway, I took my fleshing hammer with a pointy bit and pounded a bunch of places, so I found a weakness there and a weakness there. But I was surprised that there's mostly everything that I've got here is good and strong. No problems with all that stuff going across there. The floor, of course, you know, is a different story. Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble would be very happy with this car. But for the most part, it's not too bad. Those floor pans are easy to fix. You just weld in new pieces, and I'll even be able to make those creases. I'll cut it out and save the bits, and then I'll be able to sort of pattern those creases in the right place, because I got that machine over there on the wall, like right over that blue thing there. I can make those creases with that. It does more than just make hoopy things. So that'll give the floor some strength. And then like the doors are not in bad shape. I can clean that up. And I'll need new carpets everywhere. But for the most part, it's not too tough to do this one. You can see there's a hole right there. You can see right through. I don't see it here on this side, but that's because it's just, I'll go over and take a closer look at that. Take my hammer with me. See what the hell's going on there, eh? Let's see where that hole is. Right there. That hole is, not rust. It's something to do. I don't know, maybe somebody drilled a hole in that or something, but you can see through to the outside of the car there anyhow. And that'll be, I'll cut that all out of there. This stuff here feels pretty solid. I don't think it's a problem along here. That feels odd there. We'll check it out. Right there, worked on before. Down here is good. Down here it is. That. Definitely need to fix that. Then at the front end, down in this fine bodywork that was done before, oh, they've got that. Look at that. There's a way to do it. I got to do that next time. Is just rivet it on there. That way they can get it to hold for sure. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Anyway, I guess I got some work to do. That's good enough for now. Yeah, that's a fine bit of bodywork there. That's a nice piece of galvanized steel. It certainly won't rust. But I think I can do better than that. There's all the rivets that I pulled off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. 6 or 7. Hey. Yeah, there we go. That's mostly all apart in there. I took apart that bit on the tunnel there. Don't know what to do yet about this bit that holds on the emergency brake. Whether I should investigate that or not. Anyhow, most of the stuff above here seems to be pretty good. I can start doing some cutting and welding now. Shouldn't be a problem. Anyhow, that's all for today. I've got friends coming, Paul and Carolyn coming to visit. So I better go get some beer on the cold. All for now. Bye. Yeah, here we are. Paul's here. I got a helper today. Lucky day. Anyway, I decided, well, Paul was curious and he wanted to know what it looked like in here. He's visiting. And so I decided I'd take off the oil pan, which is over here. It came apart pretty good. There was excessive amount of yuck in there when we started, but there's a magnet at the bottom of it here, and it had no serious shavings or anything like that on it, so I'm kind of happy about that. A whole bunch of half-inch, I think they were half-inch bolts. These are all half-inch bolts all the way around here. This one here is like a half-inch backwards Torx nut that holds it. You need to have a thing that looks like this. Where is it? You need to have a thing that looks like that on the inside. It's got what would be 8 and 8, 16 points, right? To fit onto that kind of a nut. Can you see that? See how that is? It's got 16 points instead of 8 points. So, and then that came off pretty easy. You just sort of put the, what do? You put the nut on, when the bearing's on there, you put the nut on backwards, or just put the nut on loose so that you can tap on that a bit just to break it free, and then it comes apart. It's held on by suction and stuff. Now, here's the bearing that we took off. And it looks like there's nothing wrong with that, and that looks fine. Your opinion, Paul?
I think it's fine.
Yeah, Paul thinks it's fine, so it must be fine. So I'll check another one back the way, and I should check one of these crankshaft bearings just to see how they look, and if they're good, then I'm going to put it back together and say we're all right. And I think we are all right. I think it's okay. Anyway, everything else looks okay underneath here. The inside the motor, and then we got to scrape all this shit off and clean it up and put it back. But if I don't have to take the motor apart, I'm a happy guy. There you go, all for now. Yeah, so it's time to, Paul's here again, here all week. Anyhow, time to investigate, see what's in here, see what's got to go. So we'll cut down in here a little bit and just take a look inside and see what's going to happen. I think it's okay up here. So that all sounds good. I could get a magnet and put on it. We'll get a magnet. Oh, sorry, Paul. There's a magnet right here. Magnet. See what happens. Yeah, so that's. Oh, follow it with the camera arm. See, it's all metal down here. It's even metal there. A little bit less metal there. That's not bad. Got some metal there. There's some body fill on that stuff. Anyway, we'll get some cutting tools out and see what happens. Meanwhile, on Master Mechanic Paul's side, the Bondo was a 1/2 inch thick on here, and it still is back there. So he's getting that. It must be really good Bondo because it sure sticks to that metal.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, there we go. We'll get that off there and then figure it out. Yeah, just pulling off the old Bondo here. So the body line should come down like this, but you can see where it used to be here. But the car got hit or something on the side here one time, and so then they rebuilt it. They didn't pull the dents, they just filled it with Bondo, which, you know, what the hell, that's how it is. On the other side, there was bends over there too, like maybe the car got rolled or something, who knows. Who knows what happened to it. But it wasn't written off because that would show up in the history somewhere. And so I've cut out all this bad metal, and there's still some bad stuff here. But above that, it looks not bad. And this was bent here, so I've got that pounded back out to about right. A little bit of a bend right there. And I'll give a bit of a couple of pounds on that. This was bent in here. So I've got that mostly straightened out. Looks like a little bit of fiberglass work right up in here. So I'll get that out of the way and see what is underneath. But that's not bad. Beyond here, I expected there to be an extra layer of metal inside there, but there isn't. But there is this extra here, that's strength part. And this part here is strength part. It comes down to here, so that's, when I put this all back together, we'll get this back in the right spot correctly, and I won't have to cut any more of that out. So this is good until I get back to here. This part here is going to get cut out and fixed up, but that's not bad. And there's a natural body seam here that should be showing the same as the body seam here. Not bad at all. Yeah, there, so I got lots of stuff cut out of the way, and then I found some more. They were covered with plastic there. This is your Barney Rubble type car going into the clutch pedal. Now, it looks like it was hit, maybe not so seriously, but there was bends in here below here. Not too bad. On the other side it was worse. Over here, it looks like it got hit here somewhere and then never ever straightened properly, because the body line should come down. Oops, here, point the right way. Body line should come down here like this. You can sort of feel it right there, but they never ever repaired it except for with the Bondo, which is pretty damn thick. Anyway, got all the Bondo off, and then see what we have to cut out of there later. But mostly that's it for today, and it's Friday, so hope you enjoyed it all. We're gonna get I'll get another movie out tomorrow. It'll be late a bit getting the movie out tomorrow, but it'll get out there. All for today. Bye now.